Hello! Hi! Welcome, welcome! So, this is a new screen. So when you first start playing the Stanley Parable, it asks you to put in your time. And I don't remember it saying this the last time I put in my time, so I'm gonna... Interesting. Okay, yes, you may say something. What is it? Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you've booted up the game. A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just leave the clock set at 12 and call it a day. But you're actually taking the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. That's how I know that you care about this experience and you're paying attention. I don't even have a way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. Hello, Eagle. Hi. Oh, this is so sweet. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Ooh, since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see the screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead, pick whichever time you want, even if it's not the correct time. You've earned it. Alright, I'll let you get back to the video game now. That's so silly. I love that. Good job for setting your clock. Heck yeah, let's go. I kind of thought that it actually affected your experience.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Has that balloon always been there?
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to...
Sorry. I heard this spiel before. Oh! Why does it keep doing that? Settings. Camera sensitivity down to 2, please. Resume the game. Oh, thank goodness.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Yes, they are.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Give me a bucket.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
This is my emotional support bucket. It is now for me and me alone. Can I open doors, please? What happened to my door that was open? There was a door over here that said extra content.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
No, I don't want.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
No,
but
it's
Stanley
not.
had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him
Bucket,
that the
bucket,
employee
bucket,
lounge was
bucket,
simply the place to
bucket,
be.
bucket,
And here
bucket,
it
bucket.
was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes,
Ah.
Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
Very insightful
No,
bucket.
never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Alright, I don't think I've gone all the way over.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. A cargo lift, yes. Go there. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Okay, I will
Stanley
do
did
it
not
this
question
time
why
because
or
I
how
haven't
this bucket was
taken this
speaking.
area yet.
It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
I mean, it's a bucket that's speaking. I feel like I should do what it says. I feel like that's a really unique
In
thing for a
here.
bucket.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
What's this area? Oh, hey. Oh,
Now
hey.
pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
Oh,
Pick up the phone, and it will take...
I should have let him.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Uh-huh. Clock. Okay. What does that say? Sunset. Pick up the mug. That's a dirty sink. Stanley, you should wash your sink. Oh. It's this minimalist decorative shapes. Nice. Lovely. What? Oh, bucket! Hello, Stanley. It's me, your bucket. Press T to take me to work with you.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders.
Well,
whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is
can I
just in
speak?
his head.
Okay, what I was going to say before you so rudely interrupted me is that I need a companion because literally everybody abandoned me. Look, there's nobody here. That's what the bucket's for. Quit judging me. Stanley, you need to organize. Smack, smack, smack. Press, press, press. Oh, bucket! Why would I do that? We just got here. Oh, silly bucket.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can.
I don't abandon you. Okay, you're here. Why is it on the table? I'm talking about all my coworkers. Why'd the button change? Beige pages. Oh, that's a fun little suitcase. I kind of want a suitcase like that. I think those are classy and fun. Though it would be kind of annoying to carry around. I do like little rolly. Yeah, but briefcases. Briefcases are so stylish.
Well, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think. It can't talk.
Easy for you to say, voice in my head.
All it will truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it. It doesn't do anything else.
Whatever you say, voice in my head. Don't listen to the loud man. Press Y for us to go back home.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
Okay. Press Z to ignore anyone in your life except for me. I don't know, Bucket. That sounds kind of toxic. Oh, Bucket, look, it's you. It's an, honestly, it kind of reminds me of Sarah and Duck.
It's sad. I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket.
Hey, you're the one who gave it to me.
Shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
It is a very nice bucket. You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley? Press P to go back home.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid.
More
like
capable.
It would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another. Oh my God, what am I saying? better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a
Heck
bucket.
no!
Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
Oh, he's falling into the trap. Press in to go home, to work, to home, to work, to home. Okay.
Oh no. I'm having feelings for the bucket. No. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand.
I don't like these
Perhaps
sounds.
if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes. The bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation.
Hey, the basket was... Why do we have so many baskets? I mean, hey, I love a good basket. That's a good basket. Oh, is that a laundry basket? Oh, so this is a picnic basket. Okay, I see. Understood.
Stanley, give me the bucket.
No,
Give it
it's
to me.
my
Give me
bucket.
the bucket, Stanley.
It's my
I need
bucket.
it. Give it to me now. Give it, or I'll...
Huzzah! Nice to be seen today. Sometimes if a horse doesn't like a rider, it will bucket. Thank you, Rin. Beautiful pun. How are you today? Wait, I didn't read that. What did that say? Dang it. Bucket? No bucket. Where's that light? Okay, I see. No bucket.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Oh,
What did it mean?
we looped again.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, so what if I go through the
confusion
ending
and
with the
chaos
bucket?
all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
Okay. So what if I do as he says
Stanley
with the
clutched
bucket?
the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Okay, we'll do it.
Still no one was here. Stanley
Tips
needed
for
the
not getting
bucket's warmth and
fired,
comfort
okay?
now more
Do
than ever.
unbelievably
Perhaps
amazing
his
work
boss's
all the
office
time,
is
every
where
day
he'd
with no
find
ex-
answers.
Oh. Okay, whatever. Broom closet! Yes.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy? It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel
I
it.
am well,
It's
thank
a
you,
bucket.
Ren.
It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket.
I
This
like
is your
this.
companion and lifelong friend.
I like
Can't
being
hand
in
it
this
over.
room.
We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it
Yeah.
has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket?
It's got its own
Stanley,
bucket right there.
I never liked this
It's got a
broom
mop
closet
bucket.
for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than
Just
I
stay
had
there with the
imagined.
bucket? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends?
So
that your relationship is purely
mean.
superficial and convenient? That your life
Rude.
is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom
The
closet
fact that
off
I
for its
do get
demeaning
attached
comments.
to random
Expand on the
objects.
wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as
Yeah.
they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
Okay. I'm just gonna stand here and do what you told me to. I
Okay,
deserve the bucket.
I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all.
I
Here
didn't
we
even
go.
try yet.
There. Now it's settled.
Thank
No more
you.
debate, no more discussion. Take our
I
high-tech
love
broom
it.
closet with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
I think the broom closet needs a set of glasses because this is clearly a hat
All right, I've got a
Not a
second
bucket.
sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. You see? I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket.
Yay!
That way, if you're
I
ever
love
unsure whether the thing
stickers.
you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself,
It's really
"Ah,
ironic
it's a
that he
bucket."
said that now
There
after
really
I had
is
called it a
wide
hat.
variety of applications for
It's
this
still a hat. Even though he said it's a bucket, guys, it's a hat. Trust me. It's a hat. It's not a bucket.
You know what?
It goes
I could
on your
take
head.
the name calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us a silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
Okay. Now you listen here, punk. This bucket is mine. You with your... and even pipes. A 5-gallon hat? Yeah. That's what it is. See? Rin gets it. Rin understands. I wonder what was on the wall. I'm trying not to sit in silence because I know I am perfectly capable of sitting in silence, but that's not very entertaining. I wonder what kind of poster was there and what was sitting right here. Or is that... what is that? That might just be plaster. Ew! It's got water stains. Is that a wrench? Yeah, wrenches. I don't know what that thing is. The orange thing up here, I don't know what that is. I've never seen that before. Duct tape. A pencil. Another wrench. Is that cord? Yeah, that's wire. Another roll of duct tape. A broom. Let's see. What else? Pliers? Mayhaps? A stapler gun? Oh, that makes sense. Stapler gun. I've known 2 people who was using nail guns and they shot it through their foot. I've known 2 different people that have done that. Actually, one of them shot it through their thumb. And then one of them shot it through their foot. Nail guns are dangerous. I haven't heard such a story with a stapler gun though, so. Why is this box torn up and laid across the floor? Oh, was it used to scoot this along? No. Okay. I'm trying to get an achievement. That's why I'm staying in the closet for so long. But why? Why what? I need you to elaborate because I've gone through like 3 different subjects within the past minute. Why what? What is that going? What's that? It's not a wire. Did they shoot themselves? Oh, they didn't mean to. It was on accident. Same thing with the hand. They just accidentally shot themselves in the foot with a nail gun. Which is really kind of ironic now that I think about it. Shooting yourself in the foot. Is there any chance that I'll still get the achievement even if I messed it up the first time I came into the closet? Okay, I'm feeling slightly impatient. I think I'll just go. Possibly? Yeah, okay. There we go. Okay, so what we're gonna do is that we're gonna back out of this door.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked
Dang
upstairs
it.
to the boss's office.
What's this down here? I forgot what was down here. I don't like that sound. I'm going back out here. Hi, Bobcat. How are you? What was this? Oh, I see. Okay. What if I do it? Okay. No! Dang it. Someone said there's a specific door that you can walk in and then you're supposed to walk out of. Okay, maybe it's this one.
Stepping into his manager's
Dang it.
office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos.
Were these
It would be
paintings
with
always
him,
here?
Always. The bucket would. And he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
Yes.
Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
Yes.
Yes. This is certainly the most logical explanation.
Where's my... Oh, a collectible. Give
You
me.
found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy
Yay.
that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Okay. Interesting. Bucket. Right.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate.
Yes.
It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together.
Oh
if
wait,
not
can
for
I
the
get off
bucket.
on that area?
Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine. Wait, Stanley said to the bucket. Can we go back up? When I was pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3. I want to go back so I can try pressing the number 3 again. Bucket said nothing.
Yes.
Here we are, said Stanley. Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button. He took the bucket over to the keypad and began absolutely slamming on the number 3 over and over and over. Well, he said, the number 3 is such a special button. I'm having the time of my life. Stanley looked expectantly at the bucket. but the bucket remained silent.
This narrative
This was
reminds
a
me of
shock
the
to
narrative in
Stanley,
Hitchhiker's
who had
Guide to the
always felt
Universe.
such
Yeah.
connection with the bucket. How was this not as exciting to the bucket as it was to him?
I've
Once
never...
Stanley had had enough of the number 3, he got
That's a-
back in the elevator.
Wait, is Hitchhiker's Guide to the Universe, is that a book or a movie? Or is it both? Was it a book turned into a movie? I haven't seen nor read either, if that's the case. I wonder how long it'll take before he gets annoyed. It's both a book and a movie? Okay. Does he get annoyed if I keep doing this? Okay, I'm bored. There's only so long I can do that before I get annoyed. Alright. Oh, I gotta... Okay.
Perhaps the bucket had missed something. Perhaps it had not seen how much joy Stanley got from slamming the number 3 repeatedly.
Hehe.
No, said Stanley to the bucket. You can't go on yet. Not till you understand how much the number 3 means
Book to movie,
me.
I don't know
you
why
and
that
I have been through so
went double like
much
that. I
together,
accidentally
and I
went-
just want
Oh,
you
it
to
just
see
happens,
what I
Ren. It's
see.
okay.
Feel the happiness I feel. He smiled at the bucket, and the bucket said nothing.
Let's see.
Here we go, said Stanley. This time I'll really show you. He ran to the number 3 and began to wail on it like a musician on a beloved instrument, weaving a concerto of truth and passion. He wielded the number
Here is a
3
great
like
number.
a fine artist would wield a paintbrush. He told stories through the number 3, stories of his dreams and hopes and fears. And the whole time, he looked to his bucket for a reaction of some kind. Anything to let him know that the bucket appreciated what he was doing. The bucket conveyed absolutely nothing at all. Only silence.
Oh, shush,
Crushed
bucket.
by a wave of dejection, Stanley returned to the elevator.
Okay. I'm returning to the elevator.
Stanley and the bucket were so close. They'd always been there for one another. Why suddenly could the bucket not connect with this passion of Stanley's? The question caused Stanley to ruminate the whole way down the elevator. He knew that there must be a way to get through to the bucket, to communicate fully with his dear friend. Surely there was a solution, mustn't there be?
What if I know? He said nothing. He was perfectly silent.
Ah, said Stanley. I know what to do. I know how to fully express this feeling in my heart. He decided right then and there that he would hold a press conference where he would speak to the public on all matters relating to pressing the number 3 over and over. He would elaborate fully on what the number 3 meant to him and why he felt so alive when pressing it. Then the bucket would be able to see his joy through the eyes of others. It would get to see the world react to this discovery of Stanley's. And it would be through the public eye that the bucket would finally understand Stanley's work.
Oh, it was worth it! It was worth
For
it!
months, he advertised and marketed his press conference, building excitement around it, developing and rehearsing it
Sounds
until
good.
it couldn't be refined a single measure further. When the big day
Return of the
arrived,
pyramid.
Stanley was as prepared as he'd ever been for anything in his life.
He looks so nervous. The guy who went to Mars. Okay. Ooh, red carpet and everything. World peace, baby. Stanley Parable. Tonight live on stage. World's first sentient machine. A Q&A with the world's to stage 333333333333333.
This was it. One last chance to win the bucket over. One opportunity to share a true connection with a loved one.
Congratulations, Stanley. Remember where you come from. Your coworkers. Okay. Why are there so many eyes? I don't like that. Ooh, is that a little golf? I want to play golf. Let me play the golf. Let me play the golf. Fine. Wait a second. This is suspicious. Is this gonna lead me up to the room with all the screens in it? I wonder what would happen if I tried to go... Wait, is the door open? No, it's not. Okay.
There was no one here. Nobody had come to the press conference to hear Stanley speak, to listen to him talk about what it really means to press the number 3 on a keypad over and over. He was unloved, uninteresting, he was a failure. And in that moment, Stanley knew that the bucket would never again take him seriously. There would be no connection, no deeper understanding. The bucket merely sat there in his arms, indifferent. And so it began that slowly, over many years, the two of them grew more and more distant.
Oh no!
They spoke less and less, neither wishing to state the obvious, that any sense of real respect between them had eroded since that day at the press conference. There would be no more games, no more long conversations about passion and pursuit, only a silence that consumed the space between friends.
Right.
And Stanley, having for once in his life discovered the warmth and comfort of true companionship, was cast back into the unremarkable normalcy of loneliness.
That's depressing. It's never the end, it's never the end, it's never the end, it's never the end. Wait, where'd Bucket go? Give me back my
All
bucket.
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Figurine Finders Committee in meeting room today. Okay.
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
Surname access. Meeting room.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Figurine collectors meeting. I still haven't done the ending yet with the bucket. Here, we'll do the ending with the bucket. Besides, that's where the figurine collectors meeting is in the meeting room. Yes. There will be reward for finding them all. Oh. Who are you? 666 lol. LOL. There will be cleaning of this wall required. I want them so much. I want to go home. Stop kidding yourselves. Sequel exhibit. Large room with lots of boxes. Stairs. Red and blue. Oh, the bathroom. Okay. Oh my goodness. Someone was in a hurry to go get those Stanley figurines.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers.
You can just
If I
make
did,
some.
you can
You're
guarantee we'd be
omnipresent
in
and
here for
omnipotent.
hours. But alas, no stickers.
You have complete control over this world. You can give me a sticker. You can give me another sticker. I'm not moving from this room until you give me another sticker. I want another sticker. A cute one this time, because the others are designed poorly. Okay, they're not that bad. I kind of liked how Property of Stanley looks like a road sign. But the sticker with just a bucket on it, that's just lazy. That's just lazy. You can make me something different. Something nice. I mean, I'm going through all this trouble, playing through your little world. I think I deserve a sticker. Another sticker. Okay? I think we need another sticker, don't you guys? 2 stickers. 2 stickers just look sad. I think 3. A lot of games, they operate on the rule of 3s. So I think we should have a 3rd sticker. Yes, more stickers. Exactly. See, Eagle gets it. We need another sticker. I want one with flowers on it. A cute little floral sticker. Maybe with a fragrance? I don't know. I don't like things with fragrances on them. Like those Care Bears. The Care Bears with the scents on them. I mean, I used to like them when I was little, but now they just, whenever they lose their smell, they just start smelling weird. Something that screams princess without being gaudy. Exactly, Rin. Exactly. I need something cute. Maybe he'll give me a sticker in the office.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket
Let's go
walked
see if he'll give me a
upstairs to
sticker in the
boss's
office. Actually, there should be something over here. Stinky, stinky. I knew it.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about
Mini Stan. Oh my gosh,
Stanley
same brain cell.
what about Stanlerines? Yes.
Stanlerines. I do
Another
like Stanlerines.
Stanlerine under your belt.
I get the feeling for money stealing, but not yours, of course. So that's a lovely purse. What? What? Okay. Oh, dang, that's a... Ooh. That's a grimy mirror. Yikes. That guy's still an awful person. I never knew I could go down in this thing. Oh my gosh. Yup, 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 yup. Ooh. Ooh. Stanley. Oh. Oh, it's constant. They use paper on the floor in their personal elevator. You'd think as a CEO, he'd be vain enough to keep it clean, just for appearances. What? Okay, I'm tired of him whispering in my ear. That's creepy. Literally doesn't go anywhere. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any
Was
human
it
life.
2,
Crushed by the weight
8,
of this
5,
revelation,
4?
Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soup. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
Yeah, I
Was
did.
it the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes.
Nah, I
this
just
is
got
certainly the most
impeccable
logical
memory.
explanation.
Impeccable. Alright, this time I promise I'll actually go through the game and do the ending with the bucket just to see what it does.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
We'll do the escape one later. Bloop.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Okay. So is this just the same ending, just with the bucket? Oh.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Poor Bucket! I bet Bucket wouldn't be crying if Bucket had a nice, pretty sticker.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Feeble is crazy.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it.
Into
His
the
own
bucket?
life in someone else's control? Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Bucket is
But
friend,
here was
not
the
food.
proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the
Interesting.
bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way. The bucket
Yay!
made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Oh, there's a button up there. Oh, do I have to push them in a sequence? This is new. Oh. there's a button up there. What the button? Oh. What? Oh, I guess I could just go to the facility power. Huh. Wait, what is that? Oh. It was just text on a screen.
When at last they came to the source of the room's power, Stanley and the bucket knew it was their obligation to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
What if I hit on? What if I hit on?
But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls. Stanley gasped in horror.
Bucket!
Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen. Birds. Silly birds. The control buttons became active again.
Falcon or a swallow? Or is that a buzzard? I like swallows.
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world.
Oh, it's to go back and
The
forth.
mind controls were only a facade
Ooh.
to disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket known this all along? Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery.
Yes.
Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable.
Oh.
Of all the possible paths his
Ooh, a
life could have taken,
heron.
this one was surely the best.
I like the
And
way its
Stanley
wings look.
Was happy.
Oh my goodness. Not me studying the way the wings folded. Oh. Okay, so
All
this
his
time,
co-workers
we're gonna
were
go
gone.
through it and we're gonna
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply... Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled.
Alright.
He'd never be alone again. Not truly alone. Not with the bucket around.
See, okay, so plan is we're gonna go in, we're gonna play through the entire thing again, and then we're gonna hit the off button and see what that ending looks like. And then we're gonna do all the
Stanley
Defying
clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and
the-
entered the door on his left.
voice in our head thing. Red and blue stairs. A large room. Okay.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining space.
Fine.
If I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours. But alas, no stickers.
Wait, what? No, you didn't say that earlier. Give me another sticker. Okay, wait. Maybe if we keep doing this, we'll get another sticker. If you sneezed, then there were subsequent lightning strikes. Bless you. Oh, thank you.
Coming to a
Yes.
staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's
My bad.
office.
Didn't mean to make it worse. Right, it was what, 2845?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
Shucks.
Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
I'm sorry, we're gonna have to sit through his entire spiel again, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know how to skip. I'm just gonna move as fast as I can.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Oh no! Whatever could it mean?
The lights rose
Let
on
me out,
an
let me out,
enormous
let me
room
out, let me
packed
out,
with
let me out, let
television
me out, let me out,
screens.
let me out,
What
let me out, let me
horrible
out, let me out,
secret
let
did
me
this
out,
place
let me out,
hold?
let me out, let me out,
Stanley and
let
the
me out,
bucket
let me
both
out, let me
wondered
out,
to
let me out, let me out,
themselves.
let me out, let me out. Thank you. Thank you. And slap the button.
The monitors
Go, go,
jumped
go,
to
go, go,
life,
go,
and
go, go,
Stanley
go, go,
nearly
go, go,
dropped
go,
the
go,
bucket
go,
in
go.
shock. Everyone in the office was being videoed,
Skip!
monitored like guinea pigs.
Skip!
Had never seen
I've been through
anything
this like
this,
5
and it very
times.
nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently,
Okay, thank you.
reassuring it that everything would be fine. Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What
No.
kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Thank you.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He
Yes.
couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never!
Never.
He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point,
Ew.
he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Only the bucket is trustworthy.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content.
Oh no.
Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the
How
cold
awful.
reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery...
Hee. Sorry, I didn't wait for you to finish.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done
Huzzah.
it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they
Yes.
stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate.
Bucket ending.
Stanley wanted
Yes.
to ski
Hello,
in
in
every
fact,
country on
Dad.
Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching
How are
a movie,
you?
any
Welcome
movie,
in.
But then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end.
Yes, we
True,
are
it
doing the
was a
bucket
simple
ending.
life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together.
We've
with
done a
one
few
another
bucket
to lean
endings.
on, to trust,
I
to
think.
support. What? Wait. What was happening? Why had
What?
the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in
I'm so
uncertainty,
sleepy.
until finally
That's
the truth
fair,
hit
that's
Stanley
fair.
square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket.
No.
No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at
Oh,
least
no.
he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley
Bucket
thought.
ending.
Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Oh. Oh, dang. Okay, interesting.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
Oh, this is a new
No.
narration.
No, the orders were still missing. For now.
Interesting. Okay. That's new dialogue. I haven't gotten that yet. Yay! Collection meeting.
The good old
My bucket.
bucket. Just Stanley and the bucket. Off on another thrilling adventure together.
Yes. Okay, we're gonna take the
Stanley
left.
clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I did enter the door on my left. Alright. I wanna go down the stairs this time, cause... Oh, my show is on! Welcome in. Oh hey. Okay, give me another sticker.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers.
That's a lie.
If I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours. But alas, no stickers.
That makes me think you do have stickers. You just don't want to take. You just don't want to give them to me, and you're just being stingy. I want another sticker. Doing good, just working on some stuff. Oh, that's nice. That's awesome. What are you working on, if you don't mind me asking? If it's secret, you don't have to say. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm currently trying to get a sticker. Alright, I don't have the patience for this. Maybe next time. Alright. We're gonna go down the
Coming to a
stairs.
staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's
Anyone else
office.
save stickers in their wallet for years? I've got a whole little basket of stickers on my desk that I'm scared to put anywhere because then I'm like, oh, but I gotta save them for like special occasions, you know? I knew it.
Okay, I'm going back to
Let's
the
go.
name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley?
I like
What name
Figlies.
better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by one? Let me see.
Figlies.
I'm sure it will come to me.
I like Figlies. That's silly.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed
Oh,
everyone
I'm
had
stuck in
vanished.
this loop
His
again.
boss would think he was crazy. And then...
Figgly! I got a wolf sticker I'm excited about. Oh, yeah!
he thought to himself,
I've got a bunch of
maybe
stickers.
I am crazy. He looked down at the
Figlies!
bucket in
Yes,
his
we
arms.
all-
Am
yes.
I crazy?
Figlies.
He asked the bucket. The bucket
Trying to
returned his
write a
gaze,
singing
but
lesson
said
short
nothing at all.
and having a hard time
That's
explaining
strange,
myself.
Stanley
It's a
thought.
really important
Usually
one.
the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me.
Yeah,
in
words are
difficult
hard.
times such as
I
these.
believe in you though,
He
Lucy. I'm
held
sure
the
you'll
bucket
get it.
close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort.
Oh, hey.
And that's when Stanley realized,
Has that always
this
been on the
isn't
floor?
my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps.
No, it's
How
my
did I
bucket.
end up with
It's got my
someone
name on
else's
it.
Bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations
So,
Stanley might experience
Dad,
without the
I have-
psychologically grounding presence of his bucket.
1 second.
Indeed.
He's
Now
popping
he
off.
noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd.
Yes.
And now he felt himself floating off the ground.
Oh.
Oh, gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad.
Wait, where'd my
Where is
bucket
it?
go?
I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Stanley!
Stanley, it's me, the bucket.
Could it truly be?
Bucket.
He rushed forward from room to
Oh,
room, passing by
bucket.
one bucket after the next.
Oh, bucket.
None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket.
Bucket.
Come to me, Stanley. Find me.
He had to find the
Bucket.
bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to
Bucket.
truly restore his sanity.
Bucket.
And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along.
Oh no.
It was incredibly painful.
No, it's Stanley's
Stanley
bucket.
doubled
Love
over
the
in
bucket.
agony and blacked out.
Oh, this game, it can be so silly. It is so silly. Oh yeah, sticker. So
This
you
is
said
the
you have a wolf
story
sticker.
of a woman named Mariella.
What? The plot thickens.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other.
I've got a strawberry
She
cow
rose,
sticker.
got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work.
Oh,
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town,
For a second there, I
talking
thought it
and
was-
screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man
had no bucket.
Of course, he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just
Dang,
a
he got
video
into s-
game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken
My
his
friend has a
bucket
sticker
with
sheet
him.
that they put into a
Perhaps
frame
he
when
didn't
it's
even
full and hang on the
realize
wall.
he'd forgotten his bucket at home
I
in the
was
first
literally
place.
thinking about doing that. I was talking to my friends about that. Yeah.
And she
I
hugged her
kind of
own
want to do
bucket
that.
even tighter.
That way I have my special stickers.
There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass.
Oh my gosh.
Flipped all the way to work.
Wait, no, I kind of wanted to see them animate her backflipping. That would have been so funny. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have a bunch of other stickers upstairs, but I just offloaded my non-binary mushroom sticker. I won it at a foraging club, but I have a bunch in a big Ziploc. That's so cool! I want a new thing to put stickers on. Okay, so I
Stanley
think we
had
should
never seen
both...
the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
What? Like a laptop or something? Yeah, I think we should do what Lucy did. Lucy's friend did, and we should put our stickers on a big canvas or something, big paper, and then frame it, and then use it as decor. Or sketchbook! Yeah, I was thinking about that, a sketchbook. Something that is just for the stickers, so I don't ever have to worry about my stickers losing their luster.
Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be perfectly. Stanley clutched
I think
the
I've
bucket
done
tightly to his
everything
chest
with the
and entered
bucket.
The door on his left.
Except going to the escape area on the left. Okay, that's what we'll do. We're gonna go to the left, and then we're gonna go to the escape area. You know, the one with the big crushing machine? And we're gonna go in there with the bucket and see if that changes the outcome at all. Give me a sticker.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers.
Okay, whatever.
If I did, you
I
can
understand.
guarantee we'd be coming to a staircase.
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to
The boss's office. Yes. I need cool girls at the coffee shop to know I'm a little creature by looking at my stickers. Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
2854.
Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have
Yeah,
broken
let's
down
go.
into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing
Emotional
presence of the bucket.
Wait,
Even now,
it flashed
in his darkest
green.
of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the
8,
dark clouds
4,
of confusion
5?
and chaos. It would be with, but Stanley guessed
Okay,
the
I thought
correct
so.
code by sheer luck.
I thought I pressed that.
As if the bucket
Did I
knew all
not?
along. Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Already got that, Stanley. Alright. Onward to the machine, the crushing machine. Machine crusher. Why do they even have that in this place?
Stanley and the bucket walked
You know
straight
he-
ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
You know he waits for me to get off of that elevator to do the little sparks thing.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
Not at all.
The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Right, right.
At this point, Stanley
call
and
it
the
an
bucket were
office
knowingly
crush.
walking forward into a very painful
That was
death
beautiful.
for each of them.
I love a good pun. Ooh. And we... Yoink. Alright. Let's see if the bucket saves us from the machine. Ooh. That's out of... Oh, my knees! Mm-hmm.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be.
Oh.
To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket. But what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death?
Yeah.
This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so
So
much time
mean.
carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator.
Yeah! Why?
As Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end as it was crushed violently to death.
But my bucket. Yay.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket.
But
It's
I
true that
got
all
the bucket.
buckets are ragent in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious
My
bucket to behold.
bucket! Oh, they took it from me. The bucket. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Can I
Can you
jump?
see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own?
Oh.
Can you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
Oh. Well. Okay, lady. Inferno bucket, a replica of the Inferno bucket, which in the medieval era was so powerfully alluring that it drove dozens of nations to war with one another for control of it. Billions died, and yet in spite of it all, the simple fact remains: no one can control a bucket. Ooh, okay. Stress bucket, an analogy. Worrying, negative forecasting, negative thinking, lack of reassurance. Oh, I need this bucket. Rest and relaxation, doing something you enjoy. You repeated rest and relaxation. That's a little redundant. Vulnerability, size and strength of the bucket. Stress of the level of water in the bucket. Understood. Presented without commentary. Ooh, a chair. A bucket museum? I love museums. I too love a good museum. Museums are so nice. I like the music. Cave drawing. Well, we know that the buckets predate the existence of mankind. We do not know by how long. This cave drawing depicts early man's discovery of the practical uses of the bucket, by which time the bucket had already likely been around for several millennia. Notice in these drawings how the bucket is allowing itself to be used, having judged humanity to be worthy of its treasures. Ah, classy buckets. Indeed.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one.
Right.
It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
Oh. Okay, well, that sounds a little alarming. The hanging bucket. This piece symbolizes the necessary relationship between bucket and humanity. However clear our grasp of the bucket may be, there is yet more that is always out of reach. This distance inevitably is for our own good. And I leap! What? Wait, what? What? Oh, it's my bucket now. I kind of thought I was gonna fall
There is
into the
something
hole.
we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong.
Oh.
Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world.
She told me not to. So of course I'm gonna do it. I wonder if that does change an ending.
How wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted.
Yeah?
A good bucket, a strong bucket, a humble bucket, a committed bucket, a bucket of culture and distinction.
Is there anything else off to the left that I haven't done? I don't think so. We're gonna go to the right this
Stanley
time.
clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
No.
But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Right.
And here it was. Had the bucket
Give me
turned
a
out to be
soda.
correct? Was this better than the meeting room?
No.
Yes. No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Okay, but what if I take the door to the left and then go down the elevator? Thoughts? Thoughts? Feelings? We're gonna do that.
And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
No. We didn't do that, actually. We're doing something else first.
Oh, good Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually.
What? What? Hello?
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't
broom
even from the
closet.
original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before.
But I
Yes,
like
I
the
know
bucket.
I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it.
Are you jealous
Don't
of
you
a
want
bucket?
another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
I'm keeping the bucket with me, though. Bucket stays with me.
Whee! Look at that wacky
Whee!
line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
Really? Let's go! He's so jealous of the bucket.
Now this is what the Stanley
Excuse me,
Parable
I
is
was
all about.
enjoying that.
Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
What?
It's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
Bold of you to assume that I'll give up the bucket. Let me go literally anywhere else. I choose bucket. I choose bucket over you, narrator. Bucket doesn't badmouth me. Unlike you. I like the sound effects for the steps. They're so yummy. Listen. Yeah. I like that. Okay, anyway. Reminds me of the Barbie footsteps. Like from the Barbie movie. Adventure Life, I love you. Adventure Land, I love you. Tis a good bucket. Tis a good bucket. I want to stay with the bucket.
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer. I think
You
it'll make a
wouldn't.
wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable.
You
True,
wouldn't.
It also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree? Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you.
You kind of already spelled it out for me in
Go
the
ahead
name.
now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then
But
pop it into the
bucket.
machine when you're ready.
Will I not have the bucket again after this?
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket.
Ah.
I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait.
Then how is it a
Sure, I can
well-rounded
hear
character
saying,
like you
how
claimed
does
it
a
to be?
character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters?
That's literally what
Well,
I
you
just
see,
said.
If you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its
Maybe
desire
I
to crush
shouldn't
buckets
stand in
is so
front of it.
densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10
Maybe I should
personality
stand
traits.
over here.
What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer
Excuse me, the
merchandise
broom
the
closet
fans will
is
be
a
clamoring for after
continuous
this.
friend.
Okay, the
always
bucket
there.
destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the bucket destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and...
I didn't just it. What?
The bucket destroyer. My prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, magnificent.
What would have happened if I did give it the bucket? The evil has been defeated. It has been vanquished. It's never the end, it's never the end. Now you've done it. I have done it.
All
I
of his
done did it.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Alright.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
That's new.
The embrace of an old friend. A weathered companionship that stands the test of time.
Stanley clutched
Right.
the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
It was not.
But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling
It
him
did.
that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
It
And
is.
here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct?
I take
no,
that back.
Never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to
No.
go back to the meeting room.
We're actually... I mean, I do want to see what happens if I put the bucket in the machine, but not right now because I don't want to
No,
permanently
said the
lose the bucket, you know?
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift. Good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's
Wait.
something up there I need you to do.
Can I get over there?
Stanley did not
Oh my
question
gosh, I
why
can.
or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him,
Why
of
is it
course,
raining
because
there?
buckets
In there?
can't
I don't
talk.
know.
But Stanley chose not to think about
Oh, wait,
this
are you talking about the
obvious
rain?
fact. He was firmly convinced
I've
that
got-
the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Look at us in here. I've never heard rain outside the window before. That's new.
No, stop.
Hey.
Right there on the wall, you see? There's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point.
Aw.
Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would
Maybe?
explain a lot about your behavior
I
up
don't
to
know.
this point. Which, if that's true, well,
Wait, I think
my
I've gotten
goodness,
this ending.
I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
I think I've gotten this ending before, though. Pretty sure I've gotten this ending. I kind of want to get that Stanley thing. It looked like it had a... It's not a bucket, it's a hat. You're right. It's not a bucket, it's a hat. But you know what? We'll do this ending again. It's fine. +2.
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket?
No, it's a hat.
Correct. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
No, it's a hat.
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
No, it's a hat.
Correct. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
I think you need to get your eyes checked. It is a hat.
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
No, it's a hat.
Incorrect. This is a bucket. Item 4. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
It was a bucket.
Is this a bucket? Correct. This is a bucket.
Oh. I was kind of hoping he'd be like, no, no.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
No, it's a hat.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
Oh, how rude. Are we done now?
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
Yes.
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something. And therefore nothing could possibly be something.
Recalibrating my bucket
Unless
AI
in
to
your
go
twisted
crazy.
mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket?
Yes.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago, I could answer these questions with confidence.
He's having a good time.
Now I'm somewhat adrift.
I
Do
love
any
giving
of us
this guy
know
a...
what a bucket is? Am
What is
I
it?
a bucket?
It's not a midlife
Stanley, I can't
crisis.
keep doing this. I'm losing
Existential
myself, and myself is all I
crisis.
ever had
There it
to begin
is.
with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm
Don't
going to
you
erase
dare
all
touch my
buckets from the
bucket.
game entirely. Okay, here we go. What happened? Is everything gone? Why
Everything
did
was a
everything
bucket.
disappear? Wait,
No, it's a hat.
was everything a bucket?
No, it's all a
Every
hat.
single thing in the game was a bucket.
It was a hat.
Oh my god, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all.
You're not a hat.
And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact
It's
that we
a
haven't got
hat.
the game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person. All right, here we go.
Okay, now we're gonna go get that, Figgly. We're gonna go get that Figgly.
All of his co-workers were gone.
And then we're
What
gonna
could it mean?
destroy the
Stanley
bucket.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he... The bucket made Stanley want to be a better man and a better co-worker.
Heck yeah.
In time, perhaps, he would become both of those. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room. But
No,
Stanley
it's not.
had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Well, no, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No, I did not.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else.
How do
The
I-
cargo lift, yes. Go there.
Okay.
Go to the cargo lift.
Ooh, okay. Okay. Oh, oh, okay. I feel like I can fall in this area, so I'm just gonna... Gimme!
You're getting close now, Stanley.
I
You've
am.
nearly gotten all of the Figler and Marines.
No,
Very soon,
it's a
you'll collect the
Figgly.
last one, and then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it.
Yes.
We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them.
A
And
red
now
and
we
blue
have them
room
all.
is next, I
You
think.
can't go back to when you had no Figler and Lorines. None of us can.
No, it's a Figgly. Okay. I think you can, yeah. I think I can fall off. So we're just gonna and we're gonna go through here. Yay! Ooh. Oh. Well, hello. What's that say? I like the drawing. Can I see it? Wait, I want to see it. That's pretty art. Meh. What is this? What? Okay. No, not VHS tapes. Cassette tapes. What? I've never been in here before.
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know. I've lost
Ah.
track. Nothing feels real anymore.
I'm slowly.
The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes.
Suspend!
The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down. It doesn't make sense.
Is he okay?
There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms.
I think you need to go to
Why
therapy.
everything feels
The slow
so...
zoom.
What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it.
What?
It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket. This is my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get... What's that? Who's there?
What? I'm disturbed. I am perturbed. Bucket?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, so what if I don't take the bucket this time? And if I go to the left, am I still able to go down the way that I did last time?
Not everyone
Wait.
is so lucky to have a bucket, but
My partner
Stanley
just
is a
figured
very
out
lucky
she's
fellow. Very
schizo-
lucky indeed.
Effective, that felt par for the
Stanley
course
clutched
for
the
me.
bucket tightly to
Oh,
his chest
gotcha.
and entered the door on his left.
Wait. No, we're gonna do
This was not
the
correct way to
machine
the
that
meeting
destroys
room,
the bucket
but
again.
Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket
I
turned out to be
actually don't
correct?
know what
Well, no,
schizoaffective
never mind.
means.
The
I know
bucket
what
was wrong.
schizophrenic means.
Stanley took the door on his left.
But
to
is
go
that
back
like-
to the meeting, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section
We're
and
just
walked
gonna-
straight ahead to the opposite
Well,
door.
is there a Stanley figurine over there? Wait, there's another area to go down. But we're gonna do this. Bucket. We're gonna go to the bucket destruction machine.
Oh, good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually.
Care about you, Stanley.
You see, your friends
Let
and
me
I
out.
are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care
Skip.
about you very much.
Skip.
It's this bucket you're
Skip.
carrying around everywhere.
Okay,
The
fine.
bucket isn't even from the original
what, we'll
Stanley
just-
Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that
It's
matter,
fine.
Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story
The mannequin
involving
is so
the
funny.
Adventure Line?
I don't
We
even
could
remember
make the
seeing a
Adventure Line
mannequin,
go
nor
somewhere
the
new.
baby.
Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
I will never.
Whee! Look at that wacky line.
Whee!
Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
Let's go. We got the music back. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Now this
Oh.
is what this parable is all about. Don't you remember
Ended
all
so
those great jokes
quickly.
from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
That's
Yes.
wild.
It's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something. Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand
Okay,
new
we're
character.
gonna do this.
This is the Bucket Destroyer. I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality
The
that to
baby
me
is from
it
the
already
Confusion
feels as though it's
ending?
been part of the cast all
Oh,
along.
okay.
Don't you agree?
I've never gotten the Confusion
Can you
ending.
guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready. Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it
I'm
the bucket.
trying to
I
give it the
don't know
bucket.
what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows.
I'm trying to-
That is its singular
I'm trying to give.
personality
I'm trying to give it the bucket.
Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved
What?
Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the bucket
I'm trying to give it the
Destroyer,
bucket.
you would see
I'm
that its
trying to give
desire
it the
crush
bucket.
buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really
I'm
like
trying to give it the
10
bucket.
personality traits. What
I can't
other
give it the
object in this
bucket.
game can you even
can't
say
give it
that
the
about?
bucket.
The Broom Closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to
I'm
hurry and
trying.
feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer
I
until
got-
you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the
I'm
fans what they
trying.
want. Hurry
I'm
and
trying. I was then shot 57 times in the chest.
The Bucket Destroyer, my prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about
Hey, buddy.
you. All of it
I was
squandered
trying.
now.
All I can say is that I was
Goodbye,
trying.
new friend.
It just
For the
was
moment
glued
in
to my
time that you were
hands,
here,
and therefore
you
was
were
out of my hands. You feel me?
magnificent.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Okay. So this time we're gonna do the thing that
All
I
of his
kind of wanted to
co-workers
do.
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
Alright,
simply missed a memo.
we're not gonna grab the bucket this time. This looks extreme. Oh, it takes us one hole in the bottom. Yeah. Alright, so we're not gonna walk around with the bucket. In fact,
When Stanley
we
came
are
to
gonna
a
go
set
to
of
this-
2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room.
no
and
man can
Stanley
truly
knew
let
it
go of a
perfectly
bucket.
well.
Yeah,
Perhaps he wanted to
buckets,
stop
they're
by
just...
the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Alright,
The
I'm
lounge
hoping...
was grand.
majestic,
still...
perhaps, but eager to get back to business.
Yes.
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, I didn't. Actually. Oh, it is
Stanley
still
was
there.
so bad
Okay.
at following directions.
Okay.
It's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
All right. What's everyone's favorite bucket? I like a popcorn bucket. Ooh, good choice, good choice. I too like the popcorn
Stanley
bucket.
had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. Was so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. Was so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. Was so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. Was so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. Was so far off the beaten path that it seemed the
Is there
office had
anything
begun. Was so
else?
far off the beaten path
I
that
don't
it
like
seemed
this.
the office had begun.
You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you?
Oh, we
what a
didn't
silly
even-
and trite explanation that would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording? It was all just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling.
No,
it must be
actually-
so simple to be you.
I just...
Life being an
I actually
unending
think that's a big
waterfall of
cop-out.
surprises and delights.
Actually, that
How
and
much more exciting you
Amnesia
must find the world than the
storylines.
rest of us do. Now I've become sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your fault.
All I did was just explore. Oh. Well, this is new.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Bucket? Turns out all the stuff he imagined was real stuff, yeah. Oh wait, that's the one that I'm fond of a good popcorn bucket as well, yeah. Yeah.
It takes a lot of humility to carry a bucket so magnificent. Stanley checked his ego and then proceeded
Mop
on.
bucket, yeah. What in the world? What other kind of buckets are there? Popcorn bucket, mop bucket. Miniature buckets. I think miniature buckets are my favorite. Yeah, with the squeeze device, yeah. Wait. But... What if I...
Stanley pressed the bucket upon every little thing in the office. Nothing responded to the bucket's touch, but it did little to discourage Stanley's belief in the magic of the bucket.
Whiteboard ending! Let's go! Yay. Bucket for a whale. Oh, whale buckets are nice. I don't think Timmy likes them very much because he tends to fall in the well quite a bit. Lava bucket, yeah. What is over there? I want to go back there. But the whiteboard ending. Dog mode? What? Oh, this is gonna get annoying fast. But if this becomes normal, I don't want it to be normal. Okay, fine. We got the whiteboard ending, I guess.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Can I go out the window? No. So, which one should we go through this time? there's one particular ending we haven't gotten yet. Right? It's... oh, I can't remember. Oh, I can't remember. You have a bark button? Apparently. Now I do. So wait, what if I... How did I get to that one room? The one with all the lights and stuff. Have you done confusion? I have not done confusion yet. I don't know what confusion is. I don't know how to trigger it. A bucket of buckets. Yes, a bucket of buckets. You're right, that is a good bucket, Ren. You'll have to go up into the office?
Stanley just stood there doing nothing at all. He seems to think I have nothing better to do with my time than to sit around and describe every fascinating little detail of his inability to do why Stanley and I are on such good terms.
Is he gonna do something else? He's gonna... I think you have to derail the adventure ending, like, early on. It's been years. Oh, gotcha. I don't know what the adventure ending is. What's the adventure ending? I do want to get the ending that I've been getting. What if I fall off? You follow the adventure line? Oh! I don't remember how to get the adventure line. I'm gonna try something though.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Is that all stuff that's not in the
Stanley had
sequel?
felt
I
the
have no
bucket
idea.
calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
But I don't wanna.
No, said the bucket. Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms.
Oh,
How deeply touching.
you alternate? Oh, I see. Ooh, so what if I do that without the
How
bucket?
long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days?
Oh, that's new
Centuries?
dialogue.
Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
What's this? Never the end, it's 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 never the end. Interesting. Right, I need to go to the blue and red room. What's the room that's both blue and red? I think I'll leave the bucket and then walk off the edge again. Yeah. I want to see what that ending looks like.
When Stanley came to a set of
No.
two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting
Have you
room,
gone out the
and
window
Stanley
yet?
knew it perfectly
Which
well.
window?
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first.
Which window? I've been
just
trying to go out
admire
like literally every window except for like some of the beginning
it. It was okay.
ones. Which window?
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, I didn't. I don't know what you're yapping about.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's
right, I
incredible
wanna
he
see what
wasn't
this one
5
does.
years ago.
Whee!
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I am very powerful. You gotta go up on a chair.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, chair. A chair. Do I have to do it with bucket or without bucket? Hmm. 434?
Stanley cradled the bucket in a gentle embrace, protective yet delicate, assertive yet compassionate.
Where's 434 at? Oh, I don't know if you can bring... Oh, dang it. Okay. No bucket. Alright, we'll end this
Stanley
quick
clutched
and
the
then we'll
bucket
go to
tightly his chest.
434.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Oh, this is
But
430.
Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him,
445.
telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
434. I think it's on the left. Oh, on the left
And
side?
here
Okay.
it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Well, no, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
453.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Okay. 434.
And so the detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
412. 413. Okay. 411. Okay. Construct new structurally sound bridge. Somewhere both red and blue. Okay. This just feels like finding a new doctor's office. It does. 434.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the
I don't
bucket
see
walked
434.
upstairs to the boss's office.
434. 430. Okay. We won't find it here. Yeah. You might have missed it. I think I have. Begin the game again!
All of his co-workers were gone.
Okay.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wait a minute. 434? 421? 429? Oh, this game is fun. It is fun. Down. Do I have to go down somewhere? 434.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
434. 434. Trust the completionist instinct. Well, where's the one in the blue and red room? Left on the first door. Okay. Begin the game again. Oh, there we go.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
434. That's 430. Okay, so I need to go into the next area then?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did
Might
it
be
advance
wrong.
the story in any way.
Oh, what? What? You said, oh? It's a desk? Oh, it's a desk? 431. 434. Oh. Oh, thank you. Try the window. Okay. Okay. Wait, I got up there. I got up there. Okay. 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 Okay, how do I get up further? It's not letting me move. Is it the stinking balloons? Oh. Okay. 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 Oh, oh. Okay. How do I get through the window? Okay. How do I... Yeah! Let's go!
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's
Oh
design
my
all along.
gosh.
He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay,
I don't know
over
how
it
to
now.
crouch.
What do
Is
you
it
think?
control?
Are you sick of this gag yet?
Do we say yes or no?
Then in that case, we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question.
Oh, that's how you...
What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different?
I don't know.
Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which
I'm not
choice
sick of
was
it.
the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
I lost my dog. Bark, click effect. How dare? Is it gonna say anything if I stay here? I guess not. This game was kind of built for people who enjoy breaking games. Okay. Can I move around? I cannot. There's more. Okay. don't know where to go. Here. We'll do this. We'll begin the game again. And then we're gonna go up the desk
Stanley knew
again.
the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
Yeah.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map
Yes.
until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural
there's nothing
narrative
more?
tropes.
Gotcha.
So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a
Besides
minute
coming
just
back
to
and
drink
hitting
it
that.
all in?
Yes, okay.
Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet? Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want. Like, right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain.
Ooh, a waiting game.
There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable.
Yeah?
And lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. You too will become quite unbearable.
Oh, shucks. You wrote me a song, guys. You're so sweet. Is there a second verse? I don't mind this at all, actually. This is quite nice. So, is there for sure nothing that's going to happen then? Is it just gonna loop? I kind of expected him to start singing again. Okay. I was trying to see if he would say something if I had done that. Oh? Are you gonna say something now? No? Okay. Fine. Oh. Well, this is new. Well, it is 1 o'clock, which means it is time to stop playing for now. Thank you all so much for coming. I really appreciate it. I'll have the schedule for next week up by the end of today. So keep a lookout for that. I post it in the community section here on YouTube, but I also post it in the community Discord, as well as on X and Blue Sky, all those places. So keep an eye out if you'd like to catch me doing another stream. And I guess that's it. I guess that's it for now. If I have any more announcements, I'll be announcing it in the community areas. Alright. Bye! Thank you all so much. I really appreciate you dropping by and saying hello. And all that good jazz and yapping at me. I love seeing you guys come in. It's very encouraging. And I just like it talking.